going on, guys? Today we are going to cook some beef short ribs. We were originally going to do this on the offset smoker out back, but as you can see, not the best condition. So I drug in this Masterbuilt propane smoker, which still does a pretty good job. Not as much of the smoke flavor, but it'll get the job done. So what we got, 2 plates of beef short ribs. We're going to use Texas Pete hot sauce for the binder, and I'm going to do them 2 different ways. One, I'm just going to do Texas style, salt, pepper, garlic. The other one, I'm going to do a little bit of that on there, and I'm going to add this Killer Hog hot barbecue rib. Never tried it, heard good things, so we'll give it a whirl. And we're going to be using this, let's see, I just picked this up from the store, some hickory wood chips from Papa's Premier Quality. We'll see how it turns out. Alright, let's see what we got here. So I got these from a local butcher in Chesapeake. Oh, by the way, we're in Yorktown, Virginia, for anyone that doesn't know. It's called Central Meats. It's probably one of the few places you can get beef short ribs like this. You're not going to find them at a Kroger or any of your other standard grocery stores. Alright, so we're going to get these bad boys trimmed up. You want to get most of this outside fat off if you can. Try to get yourself a nice flexible knife. Boning knives definitely help. Alright, so now we're going to get these all seasoned up. I'm going to do the binder with some Texas Pete. Alright, so I'm going to do one with just salt, pepper, and a little bit of garlic salt. This one I'm going to add some of this Killer Hog's hot barbecue rub. Got them seasoned. They've been sitting out for about an hour. Bring them up to room temperature. Get your smoker up to about 250, 275. 275 is my favorite spot. I feel like it works for everything. But there you go. So, one of the most critical things when it comes to doing barbecue or smoking meat of any kind that you won't hear is there's a pretty important ingredient that you need for yourself. A beer. See, I thought I had a bottle opener. Oh, there we go, right there. No man can make good barbecue without a good beer. Nice and smooth. Oh yeah, to be a good cook. So the ribs have been on for about 2 hours. So we're gonna check them out. Probably give them a spritz with some apple cider vinegar. We'll keep them moist in. Let's check them out. All right, so you can see where the meat's starting to draw back, starting to expose the ribs. That's a good sign. It's showing that it's getting where it needs to go. So what I like to do is just hit it with a few spritz of apple cider vinegar. Doesn't really give it any flavor, but this is gonna really help keep it nice and moist. And once we do that, get all those dark spots where it's getting a little too burnt. All right, we'll do that and we'll let her keep going. So one may ask, what do you do with all this free time when you're smoking meat for hours on end? Well, besides drinking beer, there's a few things you can do. So we're getting about 3/4 of the way in. We're probably about 4 hours into the cook. Ooh, windy. So we're gonna take it out. We're gonna wrap it up in butcher paper. That's gonna help speed up the cook process a little bit, and it's also gonna add a little bit of moisture, get it a little more tender. You could use foil, but then I feel like you end up steaming it, and then it's coming out kind of hot roasty. So we're not gonna do that. All right, let's see what we got going on here. Now, I always like to use a towel when I pull it out. Good thing to do is to give your butcher paper a little spritz. A little extra moisture in there. Put that over here. Alright, so it's been about 6 hours, I'd say. I've probed it here and there to keep an eye on the temperature, so I feel like right around now it should be good, so let's find out. Now, temp is important, but when it comes to ribs, brisket, stuff like that, the texture is the most important part. So what you're looking for is when you probe it, is you want it to feel loose, almost like you're probing it like warm butter. But you still want to make the temperatures around 195, 205. If it's around 190, 195, you can pull it out, you can let it rest. Temperature will rise and creep a little bit. So, let's see what we got. So we'll let these rest for about 20 minutes, see what happens. We'll open it up, cut into it, and see what we got. Alright, well, I think we're ready. They've been resting for 20, 25 minutes. I would let them rest longer, but I'm pretty hungry, so see what we got here. So I believe these ones were the ones that had the Killer Hog spicy rub on it. So. And as you see, that meat just wants to fall right off the bone, which no problem there. Well, there you have it. Beef ribs. If you enjoyed what you saw today, I guess, what do those YouTubers say? Oh yeah, hit the like button, subscribe, all that jazz. So with that being said, thanks for watching.